So this is one that has come up a lot lately. How to find a therapist during COVID isolation. I'm Dr. Marginis, clinical psychologist here in Orange County, California. And while so many different industries have changed during COVID, therapy is no exception. And therapy actually looks a lot like this now. It's over video or over the phone. In any time period, in my view, the best way to find a therapist is through another trusted health professional. But we don't tend to have the same rapport that we had with our physicians as we might have had a generation ago, so that can be a less viable way to go. This puts people at another juncture then, maybe asking their friends or relatives for a therapeutic referral. But people don't tend to like to advertise that they're looking to get into therapy. Maybe in New York or LA, people would proudly bring up their experiences in therapy, but in Orange County and so many other parts of the country, that's not really going to happen. For finding a therapist then, it's time for America to go online. And before you do that, you want to think about if you're going to be paying out of pocket or through your insurance. If you're going to be paying out of pocket, you have the maximum number of therapists that are available to you. If you're going to go through your insurance, you want to look up the types of benefits that are available to you. Number of sessions, copay, EAP benefits, and then you want to look at the therapists that are on your particular insurance carrier. Next, log on to the Psychology Today database. And it's the same Psychology Today that is the magazine that you see around dentists and physicians' offices. They have the best database of therapists, and from there you can look up geographic location and different attributes about the therapists to determine if you want to work with them. And you can also read a little blurb that they write so you get an idea of what they're like. Then look into those therapists a little further. Most therapists have websites, and you can get a little bit more of an idea of what they're like by reading about them and seeing what kind of website they have. And if you still like them, put them on your short list and make sure that you give them a call to see if they're somebody that you might feel comfortable working with. So this is the biggest part that has changed during COVID. And that is because therapy is happening online or over the phone, the number of therapists that are available to you are not just in your geographical area, but it's anybody in your state. We take a national board exam and we're state boarded. So if you're in Orange County and the right therapist for you is in San Diego or Tulare or Yolo, then YOLO. Now, one thing to keep in mind though, is that if you ever want to have an in-person session with the therapist that you've chosen, and that therapist is 500 miles away, you need to have a special Prius or something to be able to facilitate that. A former president of the Orange County Medical Association told me that the hardest referral he ever has to make is to a mental health professional. And when I heard that, I said, I want to be part of the solution. I view this as part of my professional role, trying to help people with the sensitive process of finding a therapist. Obviously, there's more to it than what I've expressed in this video. And if you'd like to have me help you, please feel free to email me or direct message me. I am glad to help.